Hello students, in the last video we have seen the types of immunity where we have discussed the active and the passive immunity. In both these two types of immunity we got the natural and artificial type of immunity. So this video will not able to understand if you don't understand this immune response, right? So let's just see this immune response. What is actually immune response? Okay. So the immune response is the response developed against the pathogen, right? So that immune response will be of two types. One is known as primary immune response and the second is the secondary immune response, right? So first of all, we'll see the primary response from top to bottom, right? So in this diagram we will see primary response this way and secondary response this way in the opposite direction, right? So just see what is primary response and secondary response. First of all, see, just forget about everything, okay, and just concentrate on this, right? So first of all, if you don't know anything, then also you will able to understand easily what is primary response and secondary response. Okay, so first of all, this is our pathogen, right? So this pathogen is trying to invade, somehow it invaded into our body, it enters. So whenever it enters, what will happen? It will go to our tissue space, then it will find a defense cell of our body, that is macrophage. And if it somehow reaches the blood vessel, then it will get the leukocytes, WBC, the monocyte, lymphocyte, all these cells. Now what will happen? So whenever that pathogen will enter inside our body, it will try to proliferate. Okay, and before its proliferation, what will happen? The pathogen will be catched by some macrophages, or it will be phagocytosed, or it will be engulfed by all these specific cells, okay, like the macrophages. Okay, so this macrophages will engulf it. Okay, so if it can kill that pathogen, then it is very good. And if it cannot kill that pathogen, at least it can showcase our immune system, and it will be, suppose it will announce the immune system that our immune system is in, suppose it has to produce some specific cell against that pathogen. Okay, so whenever that pathogen attached to the macrophage, what we will call this is as APC, as in antigen presenting cell. So that pathogen will be engulfed by the macrophage. Okay, and it will convert itself into APC, antigen presenting cell. Now next step, what will happen after that? See, it will trigger the immune system, and whenever it will trigger the immune system, this information will go to the bone marrow, right? And our bone marrow will produce two type of cell. What are they? One is B cell and another is T cell. So this B cell, they will get matured in the Peyer's patches that is present on your intestinal region, or this will be get matured in the bone marrow itself. It will be stored in the lymph node, lymphoid organs, or in the Peyer's patches, or in the tonsil. So B lymphocyte will get matured and T lymphocyte will get matured in the thymus, so it get matured. So T lymphocyte, first of all, it will be premature. Okay, then after that, these are both this B and T cells that will be premature, and inside the bone marrow it will get matured, and inside the thymus this T lymphocyte will get matured. So inside the bone marrow it will get matured. Okay, and inside the thymus the T lymphocyte will get matured, right? Now whenever the B and T cell get mature, then what will happen? This B and T cell will produce, will differentiate, will synthesize some other components. What are they? See, this B cell will modify, it will be differentiated into two cells. One is plasma cell and another is the memory cell, right? Plasma cell is a little bit larger and memory cell it is smaller. Okay. Now this T lymphocyte that will be also matured to 4 varieties of cells. What are they? Cytotoxic killer cell, suppressor cell, helper cell and memory cell. Okay. Now there is more step in the this side, that this B lymphocyte which is actually modified to plasma cell, this plasma cell will produce the antibody, right? So that antibody will fight against that pathogen. Okay, and if it comes to cytotoxic killer cell, it will kill the pathogen by releasing what? By releasing the perforin chemical. It will create pore. Then whenever it will create pore, it will enlarge and at one period of time it will burst. Right? So what is this? See, in this part, what is this? This is the humoral immunity, right? And what is this? This is the cell mediated immunity. What is that? What is the abbreviation what we are going to use? That is C, cell mediated immune system, CMIS, and this will be antibody mediated immune system, AMIS, right? Okay, so here we will not able to find that which one is specialized, which is more functional, which will be more effective. No, together both of them that will work and able to kill that pathogen. Both of them that will be working, and both these two will have actually association. It will have signaling process by which together it will work, right? Already I have told you what is the function of cytotoxic cell, suppressor, helper or memory cell, right? So whenever all these things are happening, okay, that is known as primary response. Maybe within that period of time we already have, suppose, lots of pathogen, they have already start killing our cells, and our body starts to get, our body actually we become sick. That means we may suffer from that disease. Okay, so this is the primary response, which is delayed response, right? Second thing, that in this system maybe it is not that much specialized that it can kill that pathogen. Yeah, it will kill, but within that period of time that the pathogen already have increased too much, and after that we are not able to fight against that pathogen, right? This is the primary response. So whenever we have mumps or smallpox or that is measles, then we will have the primary response. First of all, we will get sick, right? But whenever the same pathogen will enter the second time, we will not gonna suffer. What is that? What is the reason? That is the secondary response. Now from this side we will see the secondary response. So we will draw with the black pen so that you can understand. So this blue colored part, that will be the primary response, right? Now in the secondary response, see, this was the pathogen, right? So this same pathogen, now this is the same pathogen trying to invade our body, already invaded, entered into your body for the second time. Okay, so whenever it is entered inside your body, these things will occur. That means APC will be formed, our immune system will be activated, the bone marrow, this bone marrow will differentiate B and T lymphocyte, B lymphocyte will form plasma, memory cell, all these things. Will that happen? No. What will happen, that whenever that pathogen have entered, it will already see memory cells are present here and here. Both this memory cell will be get stimulated. It is formed whenever that pathogen have entered for a second time, it get activated. Okay, suddenly it will start working. So this memory cell, and for the B lymphocyte, and from the T lymphocyte, this T memory cell, that will get stimulated, and whenever it gets stimulated, it will stimulate the memory from the B and T cell, right? Then readily after that, what will happen? This memory cell already knows that which antibody, which cytotoxic cell can kill that pathogen. So this B and T memory cell will readily produce the antibody and cytotoxic killer cell and kill that pathogen. Okay, so all these long steps will not occur for the second time, and it is very much quick and becomes specific also, because in one step it is completed, right? The pathogen enters for the second time, then it stimulates the memory cell from this humoral immunity, and from the cell mediated immunity, this that T memory cell will be get activated. After that, it readily produces the antibody from this side and cell cytotoxic killer cell from this side. Okay, then already all these things have set up. Then after that, this C cell and antibody will kill that pathogen. Okay, so that's why for the second time, we will not even get suffered. We will not going to get sick. Why? Because it is taking very much small period of time within which we can able to kill that pathogen, right? So these are the two primary response and secondary response. So this is very much easy. Take a screenshot and draw. I will provide you all the notes in the PDF. Just you have to draw the diagram from this. So that is all about, make note from this. So this is all about the primary and secondary response. Hope all of you have understood. Up to this, you will have the exam syllabus. See all the 3 videos from the immunity part, along with the first, all this viral, protozoan, then fungal, all the diseases. So this is all about the thing. Okay, so this is all about immunity responses, primary and secondary. Hope all of you have understood. Thank you.